Hello everybody and welcome to the Genshin live stream. How's it on this wonderful Friday? Hello dear hero and GP Keep. A pretty wonderful day. Another week I'm back to my live stream. Okay, finally Genshin stream. I was supposed to do one the day before yesterday on New Year's Eve, but couldn't make the time for that. So here we are, and man, what a day today! What a day it was today with all the Hoyo news. We actually got like major news from all three games. We had the Genshin live stream, of course, which also included a teaser for the upcoming characters for like the rest of Not Cry. Then we got drip marketing for 4.0 in Star Rail finally, after a big delay. I mean, we already started getting... We got the... Yaoguang, what's she called? Like a day or two ago, but we got... What's she called again? Sparksel or whatever, a new Sparkle form in Star Rail announced, and then we had drip marketing for the idols in Xenodas, confirming that they are coming out in the next patch. And overall, the beta for the next Xenodas patch came out today, so we also know like their kits and stuff. The Star Rail beta should be coming out shortly as well, to see what Elation actually is. Kinda weird that we didn't have any like preview or anything, but yeah, the devs are running on tight schedule. Okay, let's start by doing some dailies. We have done weekly bosses already, right? Yeah. We do have theater though. I will first go to my theater. I should have done this like yesterday. But yeah, I will talk about this more a bit later as well. But I can already show you. If you haven't seen the live stream today, we got like the info about the next patch, what you would expect, about Dubai, Columbina, and Iluga, and the upcoming locations and boss and stuff. But we also got this image for the upcoming 5/6 characters. Some are pretty obvious. There is Varka, and there is Nicole. The other four, a bit less so. But yeah, I will talk about this more in a bit. Oh yeah, and also the skins for the travelers, they both look amazing. Hello Sayonara. The travelers are getting new skins, which kinda like are they have like a palette swap thingy going on, where Ether's skin has Lumin's color palette and Lumin's skin has Ether's color palette. And they also trade some accessories. Electro, Hydro, Pyro. And we got our goat Shiguin. Okay, gotta take out the ones you can't use. Put in... Actually, oh yeah. C2 Durin probably is a good call. I feel like that's good. But I will do my dailies first. When it comes to skins, I mean, Nubilet's skin is very nice. I definitely like it, but it is a bit too similar. What am I? Fontaine. I feel like it's a bit too similar to his default outfit, unfortunately. And it's the like black and blue curse again. Yao Yao is also pretty cute, but but it's Yao Yao. So yeah, that one. Eh. Yao Yao is one of the only characters whose voice I really don't like too much in Japanese. Unfortunately. Fishnado. It's so breathy. I've complained about this before, but like you can hear that like with every single line that the voice actor says, you can like hear her like exhale so much air with every line, and like it just doesn't sound good, especially for like a little girl character. And then you add the fact that she's kinda useless when it comes to combat. But maybe she's gonna get buffed, surely. If we ever get Adepti buffs, I'm sure Yao Yao will get buffed. Because she's like the pupil of all the adepti. It's not like I hate Yao Yao. She's just like in the bottom half of Genshin characters for me. But like I always say, I like everybody except for Xingqiu. Xingqiu is the only character I actively dislike, although he does have a cool kit. And I like everybody else. You won't ride in the back on top. She will get buffed eventually as well. I don't personally care all that much. I like her as a Hyper Bloom trigger. I don't mind Raiden being locked into that role. It's okay, I dislike Raiden, but I'm not like the biggest fan either. Interactive tour. Oh, that's the one where you have to actually like shoot the balloons. That's the one where I can skill issue. Okay, Yahoda, you are up. Oh shit. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Here we go. Yahoder out. Where is the final daily here? One thing that was pretty surprising for me in the stream is that there wasn't like any section for quality of life upgrades. We're not getting anything next patch. A bit unfortunate. We're not getting another artifact loadout system that's not quite what we want for like the 15th time. It's honestly impressive how many features they can implement regarding artifacts that are not artifact loadouts, but they come increasingly close to being artifact loadouts. They even explicitly called the last one artifact loadouts, but all you can do, or no, they call it like presets or something. You can save like an auto-equip preset for a character. So that you can have like two presets saved, and one is like 4-piece noblesse and the other is 4-piece emblem or something, but you don't choose what pieces are in each preset. You can just only choose the like main stats. The main stats in the set and preferred substats. Which like sure, like it's a cool feature. I don't hate it. It's nice for like quick equipping characters for Imaginarium Theater or something. But it's not artifact loadouts. How hard it is to just modify that a little bit. To just add a piece override feature. Like there is a piece override feature to it. You can first select a preset and then be like, no, that's not the piece I want a different one. But that does not get saved. That is a bit of a shame. Okay, so daily's done. There is the brawl. This is ending very soon. This 10 more days, gotta do the trials. Imaginarium Theater. Oh yeah, should I do a 10 pool in Miliastra? By the way, if you are wondering, did I actually manage to get the like high rank, the linchpin rank to get the special emote? No, I did not. I didn't get that. So RIP. I have missed out permanently on an emote. But yeah, we did get a limited 10 pool this patch, but next patch we are not getting a limited 10 pool. We're getting 300 of the currency. So we're getting a pool and a half-ish, essentially. So, like, if we're getting a 10 pool per patch, then the play would be to just use the 10 pool per patch, because you get it, like, if you have the BP, if you buy the main game Genshin BP, you get the free Miliastra BP. And in the free Miliastra BP, you get a pool discount. So that a 10 pool costs only 8 pools. if I go to the limited banner, right? I've got the 10 star tokens which you get from the BP. They are time limited. They expire at the end of the patch. So if you buy the Genshin BP, you get this BP from this BP. You get star tokens which expire at the end of the patch, and they are essentially like 2 pools, but only if you actually make the 10 pool. Right? So if you were getting a 10 pool per patch, you would just make a 10 pool per patch to make use of the star tokens, and essentially get like 2 free pools per patch, and every 5 patches you would get 1 extra 10 pool. But that's not what that's not the case. We are not getting a free 10 pool per patch. We got a free 10 pool this patch, and next patch we are gonna instead get a free 4-star skin, which is fairly nice. It's like a maid / butler skin that we are gonna get for free next patch. But yeah, the question now is, do I do a 10 pool here or do I do a 10 pool next patch, or like maybe even further in the future? I feel like I'm gonna pass on this one. I like the white hair here. Would be cool to have this hairstyle available even for other outfits in the future. But the 4-stars are gonna be like it's very unlikely for me to get a 5-star in one 10 pool. But the 4-stars are like decent, but not like amazing. If any of them had glasses, man, I need to pull for the first skin that has glasses. Also, like, do glasses exist in the game? Actually, this is like hentai protagonist hair, kind of funny. That's like a peak item. But I don't think I've seen glasses like ever anywhere. But there's a special glasses category. Is there like a... Is there like a outfit thingy where we can see everything? This one is super cute. This one is cool as well. It's okay, it's nice that you can buy some outfits directly from the shop. And they are discounted in the patch they come out. And they're still available later, but for a bit of a higher price. They don't get the 20% discount. But yeah, does any outfit have glasses? That is like, that's not, those aren't glasses. That's the closest we have to glasses. Hats with glasses. Yeah, it's an eye accessory. Whatever. So yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do a 10 pull this patch. I feel like the outfits are kinda mid. Let's go back to main game. Actually wait, let's see. Speaking of BP. Level 28. I need 4 more games. We can do this next time. No, we want to go here. 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 Miliasar is gonna get pretty spicy next patch. Because they will add the ability to use our own characters in Miliastra. So you can bring your Genshin characters to Miliastra in what's called classic mode. It would be pretty cool. And if I ever start making the roguelike game that I thought about before, like simulated universe but in Genshin, that would be a nice mode to have. So that people can bring their own characters just like in simulated universe and then get buffs as you go. And on the same half as Columbia, yeah, I'm glad that my prediction turned out to be true. Because some people thought that like last time Mavuika and Citlali ran on the same half. It was also like a Lantern Rite patch and an Archon release patch at the same time. And now we have like a similar thing, except like Columbia is like, she's not an Archon, but she's positioned as the Archon equivalent of the region, right? When it comes to like marketing and sales. So people were saying, what if we get Zibai and Columbina in the same half? But I kind of felt like it wouldn't be the case. I mean, this is like better for most people. Is it? Probably, maybe not. I mean, on one hand it is, and on one hand it isn't. Like, because you only want Iluga if you have Zibai, right? If you just pull Columbina and you don't pull Zibai, then Iluga is useless. He's a one-team character, right? So it's good for Zibai and Iluga to be on the same banner, because you would only ever want to use him with Zibai. But if you want to use Zibai, you also pull Columbina. And you probably want to pull on Columbina more. You would probably rather get Columbina cons than Zibai cons, even if your main interest is Zibai and not Columbina. I mean, nah, if you want only Zibai, then you pull her cons. I mean, you pull Columbina still for her, but after you have Columbina, even like R0, C0, you would pull more towards Zibai afterwards. Columbina first, then Nefa, and then Zibai. Yeah, yeah. Okay, theater, or actually, let's spend some resin first, right? Because it's still a while until the next Stygian. Next gen is in 17 days or 18 days. So I just spend everything here. I have quite a lot of pulls. 24k Genesis crystals in the back. I will probably try to get C0 R1 for both Zibai and Columbina. One unfortunate thing is that I can't really like build PT on Columbina. I can't continue pulling for Columbina. Or rather, if I were to just like throw a few sneaky 10 pulls on Columbina before Zibai comes out in the second half, the issue with that is that I would be missing out on possible Ilugas, and I would like to get his. I mean, does his C6 matter? I think he's C2. Actually, wait. Because like C1 energy gen, sure, whatever. I mean, yeah, it may allow you to build more EM. More EM equals more buffs. Elemental burst off-field damage. I think without this, he actually has no consistent way to activate the Silken Moonset. Because Silken Moonset requires you to like deal damage, I think, or is it reactions? It might be reactions. It works from off-field, but he had no off-field damage before. It's like when dealing elemental damage, gain Gleaming Moon for 8 seconds, right? So without C2, you only get this for 8 seconds and then it's gone, which is unfortunate. With C2, it's perma uptime. Yeah. So C2 is pretty big. What is this constellation name? I don't even know how to read this. 200 defense on C4. I mean, 200 defense is decent. And then 50 crit value. And this is like for the team, right? Torchforger's Covenant? What is Torchforger's Covenant? New party members gain the Lightkeeper's Oath for 20 seconds. 5 crit rate, 10 crit damage. Yeah, that's actually kinda huge. Yeah. Because this upgrades this effect, and this is for the team. And then ATM. Okay, that's kinda huge actually. The 6 is pretty enormous. Okay, let's spend some resin here first. Man, my Flames team is gonna go so hard with Columbina. It's insane. Although, I feel like actually I will often end up playing Flames without Columbina. We'll see how much I enjoy Zibai, but I feel like my default team setups will be to play like the same team as I have here, and then like Columbina with Zibai on a different half. Is there any reason not to spend this resin? I don't think so. To pre-farm in Nefa. Green Nefa build? Attack green. For the substats, crit, attack ER. EM as like a constellation price kind of substat. And for the sets, you actually ideally want, like the best in FA build would be to play Obey of Morningstar and Moon. This is the off-field lunar damage set. However, there is one issue with this set. So, in every Not Cry team, you want somebody on Silk and Moon's Serenade, right? And in Lauma teams and in Zibai teams, this will be like, or like in Nefer teams and Zibai teams, the character on Silken will usually be like their dedicated support. So like Lauma can run Silken, or your fourth character, be it like Nahida or Yahoda or whatever. And in Zibai teams, Ilga always runs Silken if you have C2. Unless you want to like cook with instructors or something, but you probably just run Silken. And then you play Columbina on Obit of Morningstar. Because Columbina's personal damage is pretty decent, so she likes Obit of Morningstar as well. However, Inefa's damage is better than Columbina's, with Columbina in the team. So, you want to run this on Inefa. But then you need to play Columbina on Silken, because your final slot is Vivi in Flames teams, usually. So like that's the only Silken slot available in the team. And so like this is terrible for Columbina or anything, because like ER is very nice for her. And like the team-wide EM buff pretty stacked. Flames and Inefa deal the damage, she buffs them up. That's great. But like the issue is that you would have to swap your sets around if you want to throw Columbina between teams. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I mentioned artifact loadouts as well. That's why I had them on my mind. So, for the peak Inefa performance, what you want is Inefa on Obeid, and then Columbina on Silken. But for like ease of mind, for quality of life, we might just want to put Inefa on Silken. And not have to swap them around. Nah. I'll definitely play Inefa on the new set. I'm a big fan of Inefa. I want her to do the most damage. Also, she's my most invested character. She's C1 or 1 in this team. She's C0 with a Sinus weapon. So I'll definitely play Inefa on the damage set. But then, like, I might just end up oftentimes not even playing... Ooh, this is pretty nice. I might end up not even playing Columbina in this team. Well, Zibai will always play Columbina. Is her weapon worth? It's a pretty good weapon. But it's not necessary. Gives her 24 attack and 40% lunar charge damage for the party. You already get a lot of lunar charge damage buffs, especially with Columbina giving you even more. So if you are tight on pulls, you can definitely skip this. You can also skip Columbina's weapon. Columbina can just play Prototype Amber. It even makes some of the teams like more comfortable. If you are playing any, like if your team would have been sustainless otherwise, you might want to play Amber even over her Sig, even if you own the Sig for Columbina. And for Inefa, you can play 5-star statistics. You can also play some craftable 4-stars even, it can be pretty good. Or the VP1, Ballad of the Fjord is very good. Not sure if it's better or worse. Like R5 Ballad of the Fjords, I'm not sure if it's better or worse than 5-star statistics, but it's gonna be close. You can also play like Keytain Cross Spear on her. Defense, crit rate, ER? Not quite. Not quite good enough. If the ER was EM, Actually, does she want ER or EM more? Probably EM more, because Zibai Burst is the kind of thing that you cast it when you have it, but you don't use ER for it.
目を閉してお静かに夜ですね
Those are defense sons, but neither of them is double crit. Asking for Hydro. How good are Columbinas early cons? They did buff her C2 quite a bit. So C1 gives more like specific buffs for each playstyle. Lunar Charged Energy Recovery can be decent, can be worthless. Like this will mostly just be like Flinn's energy, right? If you already have Flinn's Sig, you don't even really need almost any ER on him. So this shouldn't be like this won't be enough to give you consistent big bursts by itself. But if you are fighting like a fight, if you're in a fight where you get some extra energy, or maybe you play some extra ER on him and then you have this, maybe you can cast the big burst reliably, like every other rotation or something. Could be something, could be nothing for Flinn's. Lunar Bloom, interruption resistance, worthless garbage, does nothing in Lunar Bloom. Lunar Crystallize gives you a shield. It's decent, because it gives you a reliable way to proc Georesonance. Because if you don't have a dedicated shield in your team, like Zhongli, or a character with whom you can crystallize something other than Hydro, because like if you add, let's say, an Electro character, if you add a Fischl to your team, or even like Inefa. I mean, Inefa is just a shielder, but if you add like a Fischl, you will be able to trigger Electro Crystallize, and that actually gives you Crystallized Shields still. So you can get Crystallized Shields and get the shield for Georesonance. But if you don't have Zhongli and you don't have another element, if you play like Goro as your final slot, then this gives you Georesonance essentially, which is nice but not huge. So yeah, none of these effects are all that great. C1, honestly, not really worth it. C2 is where it's at. 34% more gravity accumulation, which is her like big attack that she does from her skill. 40% max HP. This should be perma, which is quite a lot. And then buffs for each archetype that are actually damage increases. Gives attack when you Lunar Charge, gives EM when you Lunar Bloom, and gives defense when you Lunar Crystallize. And then on top you get 7% elevation, which is like a multiplicative damage buff. You get 1.5 on like C1, but that's pretty minor by itself. But this is unique, right? If you don't have any C6s, if you don't own C6 Flints or C6 Nefer, that means you have 0 elevation, because I'm pretty sure those were the only sources of elevation so far. Maybe, wait, does Inefa C6 also have elevation? Maybe she was the first one. Oh no, she doesn't. So yeah, it's only Flints and Nefer that have elevation on their C6s. So this is like 1.5% more damage straight up, but it's 1.5%. 7 though is a much bigger number. So the 7 elevation on top of faster attack rate and 40% HP and all of these, yeah, this is huge. C2, huge, but C1, kinda poop. That's not an Archon worthy C1. Resident 6 upload the swipe start. Not for me, because I already pre-swiped last year. Ooh. Oh yeah, I kinda dig it. If you just dodge the Flood Death. Not perfect, because this should have been EM. Or at least Flat Attack. But decent enough, I'm gonna say. crit damage? Nah. Not quite. I already have Banger EM Suns. Defense had double crit flat death? Yeah, no. That's not a thing. Okay, check the pieces that we got. Because there were some promising pieces. What was there? Oh, double crit HP. Feather, that's like old. But let's see what it hides as well. I'll go +8 immediately. Low roll crit rate, man. I'm never gonna play main DPS Columbina. Ah, maybe? Actually, oh man, flat HP? Just as I said maybe not. Or like maybe I would without flat HP. Do I have any like good HP pieces on this set? I have this like 4 roll critter. I can still give her. Cause if we ever get like more Lunar Bloom shields, I could play Columbina main DPS instead of having to play Never. Because Columbina can function as a Lunar Bloom main DPS. HP is good on Columbina. HP is one of the primary stats you want to build, especially like on support Columbina. Because her buffs scale with HP. So having HP on your Silk and Moon pieces is pretty good. Holy HP indeed. Okay, what do we have here? Where are the attack suns? Here. So when it comes to attack suns, actually I already have like a perfect piece, right? 2 crit rate, 1 crit damage, 2 ER. Like this is never better. Here we have 3 crit rolls, 1 flat death. 3 crit, 1 EM, 1 flat attack. This could be reroll worthy. But already rolled pretty well. But yeah, essentially there is tight competition. Or these 4-liners. I did spend 90 fragiles on this set after all. Right? So I'm not even sure if I should try, like, this is kind of, like, worthless already. No? When this exists, like, it can't beat it. It's impossible. Even though this rolled kinda low, it had an additional roll. And it dodged the flat death, which is not guaranteed here. This could be overtaken. I guess we can throw this away and level up the new piece. If I want to have 3 attack suns available for no good reason. Okay, here is fine. Exactly the same year as my other piece, but we haven't rolled into crit at all yet. But you never know when you're gonna need like a 20 ER piece. At this point we have to go for the 30. Can you even get 6.7? Yeah, you can get 6.8. This can be 30 ER. If we high roll ER now. Oh, yeah, I did a bit too much, but I didn't get punished. Slowly, slowly. Oh no, we rolled crit damage? We high rolled crit damage? Man, what a disappointment. But yeah, we'll dodge flat death. Let's throw this one away, right? It does technically have more crit damage. It does have the most crit. Not only does it have more crit damage, it has the most crit damage. Nah, man, it's so bad. I don't want this. 300 at rolling to flat death? Yeah, no. I would rather take the 23 ER one. Surely the 23 ER counts for something. What do you have here? HP with double high roll crit? And it's HP with double crit but not high roll but also EM. Whatever, I don't need those. What's this goblet? Defense goblet? What a goblet. I've got this EM goblet with 2 crit rolls and 2 defense rolls. Maybe I could play this on Zibai. Wonder how bad EM on her is gonna be. It's probably gonna be like Flames, but it's like not perfect but playable. Crit damage, crit rate, crit rate. Ooh, crit rate, crit damage, defense. But we can never play this, can we? This is almost a perfect piece though. If this was EM, but I'm not even sure if this will be ever playable. Let's just check some of these as well. Because I think I got something. Yeah, ER crit damage, EM HP. Though, that's kinda peak. Do we just go all in? No matter how this rolls, this is good. There is no bad roll. Yeah, that's good. We rolled pretty low though. The 4.1 into HP, a bit of a disappointment. But it wasn't bad. A 4-liner with 4 good subs is never bad. And that's why it's also never a reroll. Okay, pretty low into ER again. This is pretty sweet as well. More stats in general. But this doesn't have 80%, which might be an issue. This has 80% as well. My current piece is just like a better version of the one on the right. It's got same ER, more HP, more EM. It just doesn't have crit damage. The crit damage high roll is pretty lovely actually. You have defense, EM, crit rate, ER. Attack, crit, ER, crit. Okay, too much sitting on the artifact screen. Theater? Let's do theater. But, very important, do not grab the rewards. Or not all the rewards, at the very least, right? Do not grab the transient. Save it for when the next patch comes out. The week the next patch comes out, then you can claim it. Because you want to use it on the Stygian ley line when the new sets come out additionally, so it's like even better than usually it would be. Oh, nobody used my characters this season. I wish I could see my past season support record. Cause like obviously on day one, not many people will have had a chance to use my characters even. But by the end of the month I could see them all. Okay. Oh, my Yanfei is not leveled enough. Oh, you get a level 90 trial character though now. Is my Yoimiya? Oh, you don't show up on the list. Have you finished the run yet? Or maybe you are like midway through and then it doesn't show? Or you mean last month? Last season, okay, yeah. Hey, hello Alan. Okay, Mavuika is Mavuika, so she's fine. Shiguin, oh yeah, Shiguin is not fine. Shiguin definitely could be doing better. I guess we'll take the Forzan bow. And I don't think I have many clam pieces here. Oh no, there is one. 23 ER even. Oh yeah, somebody took it for the ER and then I didn't give it back to Shiguin. Okay, now she's good. Dahlia, I actually use him regularly for weekly bosses. His Fav is level 80. which is not ideal. I should probably get some. I should level up more favs. I always like even today I was like, yeah, what do I spend my resin on? Ah, I guess I'll just farm artifacts. I don't really like need better pieces from these sets, but might as well try. And then I'm like, oh yeah, my fav, I have like a level 80 fav sword, a level 60 fav bow. And I still use them sometimes because you just need so many favs. Right, like this level 60 fav bow is on Yahoda right now. I only have 2 level 90 fav bows, that's kind of a crime. The Dragon Boy, I have a C2 R1 Durin. So yeah, I'm not gonna borrow a Durin. He's good. Oh, she's not good. She's not doing well at all. Kyov Kajni Zut. Yeah, Bennett, it's time to give back Absolution. Okay, what is happening here, man? The great fav shortage. Let's give fav to Bennett and Absolution to Chlorine. And then Whimsy. Who took the Whimsy pieces? Arlecchino. Okay, whatever, we'll give her random garbage. Oh wait, this was my offset. Oh, and then the Suns. Yeah, sure, she can take bad pieces. Just get the 4 piece. Yeah, we are fine. And Janssen we actually use. Janssen is actually, yeah, has her own pieces. And then we have to use the trial Yanfei because mine is still level 50. Okay, so no-brainers. First, I might actually use like a borrowed Furina. I often borrow Furinas because my Furina is not the best. Okay, first like some absolute no-brainer characters. Mona is kind of good right now as well. Wait, is my Xingqiu? Did they just steal his weapon? No, he has the Fab Steel. 2-piece noblesse. I don't want to steal from Ayato because we're gonna end up playing Ayato as well. What a mess, man. I need more noblesse pieces. I guess you get geo damage or you get HP. Yeah, you get HP and you're happy about this. More sustain power. Right? Now you have the 4-piece. Yeah. I know as well, I know the GOAT. I know it's just like a great character. No joke. We'll take the Yoimiya, she's fine enough. Sina is decent as well. But we can give him his weapon back. Actually, no we cannot. Because on Flints. 1,515 wishes? My god. I have like 30,000. Primos. But even that is only, that's like a bit less than 200. Going for any cons? Probably not. It's not in the plan. I think I'm gonna go C0R1 for both of the new characters next patch. That's my plan. Oh yeah, because today, good segue, we got the silhouettes of upcoming characters. 5 new silhouettes and 1 extra shadow. Whoops, oh yeah, I can't, wait. Can I open the image alone? No, not really, I can't really zoom it more than this. Oh, wait, no, it works now, okay. Some are pretty inconspicuous. Like, yeah, this is Varka. This is Nicole. But from the characters we know about, I am very excited about Nicole. I might be going for cons for Nicole. She also might have a Hexray passive, although I'm not 100% sure about this. Like, some people think the witches having Hexray passives is a no-brainer, but the Hexray passives are connected to witch's homework. And like, would a witch do witch's homework? She's like the teacher in this equation. A teacher doesn't do homework. So would she actually like also be a Hexray character? I'm not sure. Maybe, probably, but not necessarily. Right? Because look at the wording of this set. Of the set bonus. If the equipping character has completed witch's homework, get 20 crit rate. Right? So like, will she have witch's homework? Varka probably will. I feel like it's pretty likely that Varka will have some homework to do. But Nicole herself? I don't know. This guy on the left is probably another Knight of Favonius that has been mentioned by Varka. I don't remember what he was called, but it's like a young captain. Of some like ballistic division or whatever. So we are most likely gonna get him when we get the Mondstadt expansion. This girl is the biggest enigma here. People's best bets is that she could be, I think it was called Greta, a character that was mentioned by Amber in this event, but I don't even remember this, but I saw a screenshot and like, indeed it has been mentioned. But Amber mentions that there is like a new trainee outrider in Mondstadt. A new member of her team. Because we don't know any other outriders, right? Even NPC-wise. So this could be the new outrider in training in from Mondstadt. And then this, apparently it's a character that we have seen. Wait, let me look this up. Seen. Was it this video? It was this video, I think. This is the Gold's video.
She's still not responding. But why? Oh,
Also, I'm not sure if it's this video. Actually.
Maybe
Whatever,
she
you can watch it
needs more
anyways because it's an
clothes.
amazing video.
I'll keep trying. Hey, can you hear me? From now on, your name's Inefa. Right. And also, my name's Aino.
Might be. Sounds like maybe it's in game.
Inefa, sweep the floor.
What is it cutscene in the game?
Inefa, why won't you wake up?
If it's this video, I will just look up the screenshot.
Oh, I'm gonna lose it. That idiot! My inventions aren't useless. I'm never making him anything again. You're a dumb stray kid with no family. No wonder why your work is trash. I have a family. It's right here. My robots, my screws, and you.
Or Sandrone could be the final one. Because there is an empty spot. It's not this. It
I'm
was
a
in
little
game.
cold. You're kind of cold too, Inefa.
Okay, wait, give me a sec. That's an amazing video. That's why I didn't mind watching it. Yeah, this I think this was like an art from the game. Like a guy was talking about Aino's backstory. Was it the guy who was later killed by Rerir when Rerir took his like face? When we were repairing the count. This was like Luna 1. And here in the back there is a little girl. When Aino's backstory was being talked about. And this girl kind of matches up with this silhouette decently well. I mean, because there are two major things that match up. Because like, this is super low detail, right? And this is just a silhouette. So you can't tell exactly, but first, elf ears, right? You can clearly see elf ears on the character on the right, elf ears on the character on the left. That's what's up. And then these like little wings? They look like wings. They are also on the character on the left. There's like two major features that are unlikely to be a coincidence. And like this is like a very small, low detail silhouette, so the fact that like she has some extra accessories on top of her head, that's not really that big of a deal, right? So this could match up quite well, and this then might make her Lina, I think she's called, or Linia, whatever. And yeah, there is then one more silhouette, because like if you look at the zoomed out picture, clearly it's kind of offset to the left. I didn't even see this like reflection in the water, but I did see that there is like a lot of empty space on the right. Oh yeah, also one more thing about this girl. If she is the girl from that Aino picture, she's most likely somehow related to Aino. I don't mean like blood related, but like also a mechanic, and she has some flying robot thingy, right? So a mechanic girl making a flying robot thingy makes sense, right? That's why that's like another point towards that. And yeah, there is one more. So this could either be like, this could be some lore about why a character is only reflected. This could be some like another Sealy or Fae or whatever. You could go that way, but it might just be like spoiler prevention. Maybe Sandrone is gonna get a redesign like Wanderer in her playable form, and they just don't want to show it. This could just be like, it could either be lore or it could be spoiler erasure, essentially. Because I don't think Sandrone lives in a different plane of existence or whatever. There is also the line, the big line in Not Cry, that in the water the future mirrors the past. But yeah, I don't think that's it either. I think it's just like they didn't want. This was supposed to be like a little hidden secret, you know. But yeah, people are assuming that this should be Sandrone. So most likely, Knight from Mondstadt and a Knight from Mondstadt, Varka, Nicole, possibly Greta. That seems like the most likely option. Possibly Linnea, the girl, the Aino friend, and then most likely Sandrone. Was there anything they had for that to be Sandrone? Because like Sandrone is coming out this year most likely, and she's not one of the other 5. You could be like, okay, then where is Alice? But from the leaks, we've had leaks saying that Alice is not coming this year. And from the characters that we know of, this pretty much leaves Sandrone. If it's not Alice. You could believe it's Alice. That's also not like an unreasonable assumption. But I feel like Sandrone is... Like, Alice I guess would make more sense to not be reflected in the water. Because like Alice can do all kinds of shenanigans. But I feel like it's Sandrone. It's gold, you know. So we have Gilded Dreams. I guess we just... Oh no, the deathmatch is level 20. Oh no. That's kinda rough, bro. Might give him the Jade Wing. I need to pull Flintstick to not have like this weapon issue here. Columbina Varesa. The issue with Varesa in a Columbina Inefa team is that like Columbina Inefa is so strong. I mean, it's fine. It is fine. But Columbina Inefa is like an incredibly strong like wheelchair core. You can play them with anybody. And Varesa is a strong enough character that she doesn't need to be wheelchaired. You would probably get similar results just like on-fielding Sucrose or something. Or even on-fielding the Columbina. But like, you can use Varesa in a different team. But it's okay, it works. It's just, I'm not sure if it's the best like character utilization. But I guess if you don't have... Yeah, if you're not gonna play Durin with Varesa, and you don't have like a Mavuika Jansan team for her either, then that would be the best option, sure. Like, it's not bad, it's not bad. You can do that. Yeah, it's actually semi-decent in theater. Why does Sarah have this golden troop piece? Because the best Versa teams right now are Jansan Mavuika and Chevrus. That's like the best Versa team right now. Or Durin instead of Mavuika. It's like same thing. Or was it this piece that I was running? I think this is even better. And also on Jean. Does anyone do more damage than Homework Official? In a Lunar Charge team, of course. Homework Official doesn't actually like deal more damage in Lunar Charge teams. She just gives an EM buff. But the EM buff doesn't even like give her more damage. Outside of like slight Lunar Charge damage increases. Raiden? Raiden isn't bad. Got the Ballad, got the Flower. The Flower is kinda useless, but she's just there for like through application. Okay, how is our character balance looking? Low on Hydra. Bam Yelan. I might borrow Yelan though. Amos Bow. What is happening here, man? What a tragedy. Two-piece Noblesse again? Oh my god, I don't have any more sets. Oh. Okay, 19 HP, this is fine. Oh, there are the HP sounds that Xingqiu took. Oh wait, did he not take HP sounds? Okay, this is then fairly decent. What is the Xiao and buff X? What do you mean? What do you mean by this? I don't quite understand. We could do Hutao. Diha is good and so is Toma. Liu buffs? I mean, that was just like a thought activity. At least whenever I spoke about potential Liu buffs, it was just like a hypothetical what if. We are definitely not getting buffs this early, come on, like we are not getting buffs patch after patch. It's gonna be more like, I would expect like once per year kind of thing. I definitely wouldn't expect them in the next half a year. Could be for the next Lantern Ride, a year from now. Could be a bit earlier, if we're gonna get some Liu content. Leaks about it. Yeah, we just saw somebody's fanfiction. Probably. Lisa isn't bad. No set bonus, that's fine. Okay, and then we either get... We'll get Ayato. Ayato is decent both off-field and on-field application. I did finally like mess up his set. It was a necessary sacrifice. I'm not gonna fix it. I'm not gonna bother fixing it. And yeah, we could take a C6 Furina. Whew. Pape has quite a lineup here. Level 106 Furina. Or level 106 Nuvilet. C3 Keting isn't bad actually. Another C6 Furina. C6 Yelan from Shork, whoever that is, I don't even know actually. I could do C6 Yelan again. Because normally my like C0 Yelan doesn't really do much at all. I'll probably just take the Furina. Yeah. If I need a C0, you are my guy. Okay, we'll take the cock. The fat. Okay, let's give her the Amber probably, right? No? And then a 3-piece clam. Physical damage bonus. Sure. Go get him, girl. Oron is actually good. Oh, it's not even that cope. He's also wielding the elegy. Yeah, Oron is actually gonna be one of my better characters to pick up. Razor? We did just ascend him. A Beacon of the Red Sea. 4-piece echoes. Yeah, this Razor is actually packing. I even I didn't realize. And you can even use Razor as like a Klee support to activate the witch buffs in a pinch. And we could do Beidou. We could do Cope Chevreuse, but it would be hard to make a Chevreuse team. And she doesn't like the issue. Oh wait, we already hit the max. Maybe I ditch Ayato? No, I don't ditch Hydro. If anything, I would ditch an Electro character. We could ditch Raiden. The thing with Chevreuse is that she doesn't do anything outside of her buffs. She doesn't apply elements well. I mean, she has some decent burst application, but she doesn't have consistent reactions. And you can play Hydro characters with her in the team, or you lose a bunch of value. I think I will go like this. Let's go. No Molani? We do have Pyro, but Molani is still co-op. I don't want to play Molani. But yeah, I forgot that Pyro exists, because usually we get like Hydro theaters with no Pyro, and then Molani is worthless. She was not worthless this time. I could have picked her up over like Ayato. Yeah, that would have been better. We have enough Pyro applicators. Durin, Mawika, Toma would all work. We could have even done Pyro MC in a pinch. Pyro MC would actually be good here. Decrease res. Oh yeah, this makes Chevreuse even worse. That's good. I mean, it's good that we didn't pick her up then. After characters trigger Electro Charge and Lunar Charge on opponents, create an Electro Surge effect. Damage dealt by Electro and Lunar Charge reactions trigger party members is increased. What do we have at the start here? We'll play like Chlorine the Anfei, Shiguin, and Chlorine the Anfei, Shiguin, and Dahlia will be my team at the start here. Yeah, that sounds good. Okay, wait. What are the upgrade paths? Shit. After we deal electro damage to an embrittled opponent, deal pyro damage, or if we deal pyro, deal electro, and then more orbs. Same with more thunder strikes. One shot with unleash when the opponent is defeated. Good for AoE stages, and those are some of the most annoying ones usually. Huh, interesting. So would we rather like, off-field Electro is more reliable than off-field Pyro? So I guess we take the like Pyro orbs when we deal Electro damage. Also wait, what enemies are we facing? Would be good to know. Just a brick. We need Hydro here. Ideally Electro charged. And just a brick. Okay. And here AoE. Oh, and we need Pyro against this boy. Yeah, so let's go for more Pyro. Like, we never need like that much Electro outside of the Electro charged stage, where we're not gonna be doing that much overloading to begin with. So I'm gonna go, when dealing Electro, launch Pyro. Yep. Okay, and then here... When Electro is active, create a Drift Thunder Blitz core that follows the active character, firing 3 Electro bullets that deal Electro damage at the opponents hit by the character. Or create the cloud that can heal or damage and regenerate energy. So more damage or some extra sustain. I think I will go for the right path with the possible extra sustain. Ooh, we got Elite Assault, that's good. Should still be pretty easy because it's still the first challenge. But gives us extra money. Worst case scenario, we'll just use up in the Emma Wujka. What a team. But yeah, we don't have any vape, but this team doesn't really vape much anyway, so this is good. We'll mostly have like electrocharged. Does the Yanfei have any cons when it's like a trial Yanfei? Does she inherit my cons? Can I burst to get a shield? No, I can't.
ゆらゆら
風神様のお告げです。潔白を証明する時だ。影を打つ。
いざ計算はここに誓うのよ。
悪を見極め、影を狩り尽くす。
面白くなってきた。
立縁インよ急ごや
あわあわ
争点
診断結果は今すぐ宇宙車ね。水圧剣
ボーン
Group up
邪
nicely.
悪を狩り撃つ影を打つ
Too far away. Okay, we done it. Nice. And got 20 extra flowers for my efforts. And we only used up useless characters. Clear Dihya, huh? She's the better character here. But don't want to use her up right now, when she could be very useful later on against the Pyro opponents. It's much later on though, and having some off-field Pyro would be nice. Okay, we've got the Shungus, got the M1, very nice. Extra damage, extra def ignore. Got the P1 as well. Passive still not maxed, but yeah, once you get enough boss mats, you want to max this out. All the most important abilities are already maxed, but yeah, dodge and assist. You will be using all of them every now and then. They are all worth leveling up. And yeah, this the 1 to 3, those are good. Got good crit and attack subs. The 5 and 6 also pretty decent. Got the 2-piece crit, decent crit subs. But the 4 is very sassy. It's not even the best main stat, because usually you would prefer attack here. And then it has a single substat, and that's it. So yeah, this piece pretty sus. You definitely want to get something better in the slot. Maybe you should craft something, craft an attack piece with double crit or something, or just wait until you drop one, or just craft some attack pieces without like selecting the subs if you don't want to waste the precious materials. But yeah, this piece is absolute garbage. It definitely brings down your build by a lot. 2 HP subs. And then the defense sub as well, yeah. This piece ain't it. Yeah, I probably just craft it. I might take the Dihya. If you want to like play this team but slightly stronger, we just replace Yanfei with Dihya and bam. Yeah, I'll take Dihya for now. Mystery cash, it's free! More choices from future mystery caches, let's go! 60 plus 80, we can pick up both. Let's take the overloaded evolution. Yeah, we'll work well with my Dicha. Have you played any visual novels? Yeah, actually. I'm quite a fan of visual novels. I've read... I haven't read all that many, but I have enjoyed all of them, and I definitely want to read more visual novels in the future. I've read Fate Stay Night, All Theory Roots. I've read the Mavlove trilogy, that was amazing. I've read Katawa Shoujo. I've read a bit of Tsukihime, but I haven't finished it because I didn't enjoy, like, it's not that I hated the story, I just didn't enjoy the game structure. Where, like, you had to date each girl twice in a row. And then Danganronpa 1 and 2, if that counts. And then Last Defense Academy. Most of Last Defense Academy. There are still, like, because that game has so much, so many, like, branching paths. Haven't finished all of it. I wish I bought Last Defense Academy on my Switch, because then I could just, like, read it at work. But I have it on my PC, so it's a bit harder to, like, commit. I'm gonna read the Tsukihime remake eventually. I've also bought Umineko. Yeah, I have heard of Umineko. I bought it. I even, like, installed some patches that people recommended, but I haven't actually started it. I never launched the game. And I've heard of Subahibi, but haven't bought that one yet or anything like that. But they are definitely on my radar. Do you pick up a character or Vape Origin? Probably Vape Origin. It's very important to start off with all the buffs. And so far we, like, have characters. Yeah. Pretty bad buff for now, but yeah, it's good enough. These opponents have, like, innate pyro. These are regular enemies. With innate pyro we could go with the exact same team. I would end up with, like, no characters for the next stage, but we're gonna get some. Yeah. We'll just need to pick up a Hydro character for Mavuika. Mavuika can be kinda awkward to use in Stygian. Also, I didn't pick up the Shilonen. Oh yeah, I forgot about the special guests. I could have picked up, like, Shilonen or Xianyun. I forgot about those. But yeah, we don't have Shilonen, so we don't have that many Natlan characters to battery Mavuika, and we need at least one in the team. So you might want to, like, use Mavuika up early. Using her against the first boss is not bad at all. And maybe against, like, the first Arcana stage as well. And those will be the two Mavuika uses. Don't care how long they are, does not matter to me. I like long games. There is, like, a higher risk of me dropping this in favor of something else if it's too long. Like with Mavlove, I actually... Yeah, I dropped Mavlove towards, like, the very end of Alternative. When tragedy struck towards the end of the game, I just couldn't bear it anymore, and I kinda dropped it for a couple months. And then only later I returned to read it until the end. But yeah, that was mostly, I was, like, too emotionally devastated to continue at that point, I guess. But yeah, I like longer stories. I like it when I can connect with the characters more. I really enjoyed all of Mavlove. I even liked Unlimited. That's the first one, right? No, Extra. No, it's first Extra, then Unlimited, then Alternative. So I even liked Extra. Mostly because, like, I get that if somebody read a lot of visual novels, they probably have read better, like, slice of life visual novels as well. So then Extra maybe is not that good for them, but because I haven't read all that many, but I enjoy the medium, I quite liked Extra. Okay, let's go with the Pyro guys. Should be a bit easier. Wait, did I pick the right enemies? Yes.
面白くなってきた。
下がれ。
Not sure why
射
I
撃
even
準
went
備
there.
潔白を証明する時だ。た
いざ計算を
Get him, Shiguin!
だよ。ふわふわ水圧圏神の
Takeron Smika, yeah. I really liked it as well. Definitely a goated story. Oh. Bennett or Lisa? We might save Bennett for later. But sometimes I end up saving a character for so long that I never play them. Also, we have quite a few characters that don't really like enjoy Bennett all that much. But Lisa I feel like would even be better here against the next boss for Electro up than Bennett, because we already have Janssen. Mystery Cash! Companion events are cheaper. Or randomly store one vigor to one or two characters. We'll pick those ones, right? Yeah, no, they're kinda bad. Let's make it so that companion events cost fewer flowers, because I haven't bought any companion events so far. So this will mean that every single companion event ever will be 10 cheaper. That's kinda huge, actually. And let's pick up a random companion and try to pick up somebody Hydro, so that we get all the buffs. But if we don't, it's fine still. We would want like a Xingqiu maybe or something. Or like a Yelan. Or we could take Extreme Explosion and just win this way. That's not a bad idea either. And go for the AoE one. But yeah, recently, outside of the gacha games, outside of the 3 gacha games that I play, I've been playing Pokemon Legends ZA and also Shin Megami Tensei 5. Once I'm bored with those games, my next destination could be a visual novel. And probably Umineko, because I already bought it. So it's kinda free. if I have a game that I bought 1+ years ago, like a year ago or earlier, I kinda consider this to be like just free. Because money spent a year ago is like kinda gone. Like it's so long ago, doesn't really affect me now. So, for example, Shin Megami Tensei 5 I bought a while ago on sale when I was playing like Metaphor Refantasio. After finishing Metaphor, I bought Shin Megami Tensei 5, and I started playing it over a year after that. So it was kinda free, and I like free games. And same with Umineko, I bought it so long ago. I must have bought Umineko like 3 or 4 years ago. Because that was after I finished Mavlov. And it's been a while since then. More damage or better AoE? AoE stages are usually more annoying. Let's go for the AoE. Even though it doesn't help us now. It helps a tiny little bit. Because there is like the phase, yeah. Oh, mystery cash free? The one where you spend all your flowers, come on. No. Probably will take this. Companion invite events require 20 fewer flowers. Those are the ones that normally cost 100 and you get like more choices. You get like 4 choices. So now they're just gonna be cheaper. Because like it's like random, but invite it's a bit more. Is ER needed in slot 6 over HP? It's not needed, but it's usually nice to have. You would miss out on the 27k though, and you do have the SIG. When you have the SIG, you don't need the ER. Yeah, and you want to have 27k, right? If you had better HP subs, if you could make up this lost HP with HP subs to still be at 27k, You will get a bit more when you level this. Oh no, yeah, you will get flat attack, right, from F. You know, so you would need better substats, right? If you could get enough subs to get 27k with an ER6, ER would be better. But this looks unlikely, unless you get like a major upgrade to some of the 1 to 3 pieces. So HP is better, right? With the SIG, it gives you 0.46 energy regen per sec, and this will be enough to have pretty much perma buff uptime. You shouldn't have any issues with that. Yeah, so this is good. Got the Astral Voice for some minor buffs, but it's better than nothing. You can get Tails for more HP, and yeah, exactly the HP you want. Even the fragile HP subs matter. They increase your buffs by like 0.01 or something, because like if you were at 26,800, your buffs would be ever so smaller. Unnoticeably so, but still smaller. You got Heart and Gold. Only Pokemon game you haven't played and still haven't, you'll get around to it soon. It was probably my favorite Pokemon game. One of my favorites for sure. Hard to compare a game I played like 15 years ago or whatever. Wait, when did it come out? Hard Gold came out in 2009. 17 years ago? Like 16 and a half. It's hard to compare a game that came out 16 years ago to a game that I'm playing now. But I really enjoyed it. I've always been a giant fan of Gen 2 because that was what I mostly grew up with. I did play Gen 1 as well. I am a bit too young to have played Gen 1 when I was a kid, but Poland was like a bit behind technologically and culturally compared to the States, so we're also getting Pokemon games later. So I did play some Gen 1 as well growing up, but when I was playing the Gen 1 games, I couldn't even read. So it was barely playing, I was more like running around and listening to the funny noises the Game Boy made. That was my Gen 1 experience. Gen 2 was when I was already starting to understand what's happening on the screen. And Gen 3 were the first games that I actually like played start to finish. Yeah. Leaf Green was like the first game I like really got into, but Gen 2 still made the biggest impression on me as a kid. The music, especially the Newburgh Town music, that's probably my favorite theme in all of Pokemon. Okay, before we continue with this fight here and more yap, I will take a quick bathroom break, and we'll be right back to finish this theater. Okay, Impact. Omega Ruby has to be your top game. The Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire games were also amazing. Yeah. Although at the time of the release, I wasn't as much into Pokemon as I was for like X and Y or Soul Silver. It's not like I didn't play through them or didn't enjoy them, but I didn't play it that much as the others, right? I'll just sometimes have phases where I'm more into Pokemon, sometimes a bit less. Like now I'm quite into Pokemon, I'm playing Legend ZA even long after finishing the story. Playing through the competitive seasons, shiny hunting. Got a shiny Terrakion today. Okay, we only have 4 characters, I will not have to worry about what team I have to play. And we have to hope it will be good enough. But it's Mavuika, so it kinda has to be. Is it worth playing? I really enjoy it. It's very nice at first. I like the new characters. And I just like seeing more of the old characters as well. One of the very strong points of ZA are the cast of characters. I really just enjoy them, and the fact that they're not just like one-time appearances like most gym leaders in older games. They just like keep reappearing, and the same is true for the DLC. Old characters still continue reappearing. And the gameplay can be quite fun. Then it gets a bit repetitive as you get towards like the mid-game of the DLC. But then the final fights are fun, and the post-game is fun. I enjoy the shiny hunting in the mega dimensions thingy.
呼吸を整えよう。
石煙に葬られよ。
Ah, whatever, let's just spin on him.
熱実よ。私。
What is the real one? Oh yeah, here.
行くぞ。
雷のごとく動け。
What am I doing?
太陽の炎を。
Zygarde follows off of you? I mean the fight where you fight against the tower, or where you fight against Zygarde? I actually haven't fought Zygarde yet. I haven't actually caught him. I just did enough. I mean I just did enough to like I finished the story, and then just focused on getting my competitive mons ready. When the second season arrived, we could use legendary mons, so I did catch myself a Xerneas, but I still haven't done Yveltal or Zygarde. I have fully finished Mega Dimension though. Hello Vegan Organic, I have got all the legendaries there. All the like legendaries in the story, because there are some like post-game legendaries. I'm in the process of collecting them. I've got Terrakion and Genesect so far. Ooh. Enough for the Nuvilet. We might pick Nuvilet because we have no Hydro at all. And we have a Hydro boss incoming. Like, we need Nuvilet for this boss, right? I mean, there are other options, but we really want to have Nuvilet here. Yeah. We have this available as well. I already have this card though. That's not good. But yeah, here I should be just fine with the same team that I just used. Because I do have AoE buffs for Overload. I do need to pick up some more characters in general though. I will just buy characters twice now. Because I'm gonna run out soon. We'll pick the worst ones first. As I have like main DPS already, I don't think I need the... Senna could be useful. Actually, I have Off-Field Electro in Elisa. I will pick up the Ya first. And then random. I know Inefa. Inefa will be very good against the Duck later, but so would Fleens. What do you think is coming out next patch? After Columbina? I'm gonna place my bet on Varka. It kinda has to be Varka or Nicole actually. Because they in the live stream they showcased the meeting points. Because like in Notcry, when Notcry came out, we had the meeting point system where the map is split into like three parts, and it's kind of like the reputation, right? You have the Frostmoon Enclave with Lauma, you had the Krumkake Craft Shop with Aino and Inefa, and then the Lightkeeper outpost thingy with Fleens, with the lighthouse. And in the next region, it's gonna be split in the next map update that we're getting the very next patch, right? The Columbina patch. It's gonna be split into 3 parts as well. And they showed that one of the parts is gonna be led by Iluga, one by Varka, it's gonna be like a Knights of Favonius outpost, and one by Nicole. So just like before, we got Lauma and Fleens first, because they were the characters who were like outpost leaders, you could call them. We are probably gonna get Varka and Nicole next, because they are the outpost leaders as well here. The characters come out in the order to meet in the story? Not necessarily, but it's just like not about meeting them in the story, but about the outposts specifically, about that feature. I think I will pick up Off-Field Hydro for now. Or maybe just Inefa. Yeah, let's go Inefa. Ah, we don't get any mystery caches. So yeah, let's do this now. And we should be fine with just the Mabuika team. And yeah, between Varka and Nicole, I just kind of feel that Varka is gonna be first. It's just a hunch. More so than anything else. Okay, let's go like this, just use up all of these characters. Yep. Oh my god. No weekend. I'll hit them a few times while waiting for cooldowns. Yeah, just spinning is actually even better for AoE here. Oh, what? Now she died. Wait, what are my characters all dying? They did say that healing is recommended, but I didn't read why. Oh wait, my whole team is actually dead except for Dika and Mawika. Wait, and now Mawika is also dead. I need to kill one enemy with Dika alone in 20 seconds. She shouldn't die. Then she gets the kill. Let's go! Dika carried! How many versions are we from the grand finale of the story? And what happens when there are no more new characters? I mean, the only way for no more new characters to come out is for Hoyoverse to collapse as a company. So if there is no more Hoyoverse, there is no more Genshin. But as long as Hoyoverse exists, we'll continue getting new Genshin characters. The game will not end as long as the company is alive. Hoyo has never killed a game. Their first gacha game, Gun Girl Z, is still ongoing. They did kill the global server, but I heard that the server was like a complete disaster and the translation was like unplayable. So it's more like they never properly launched it. That was the issue. But the Chinese server and I think even the Japanese server, maybe, not sure, are still ongoing. So even if nobody plays the games, and even if there is one dev working on them, they continue the games. They continue all the games that they have released, right? So Genshin will not end. We'll just get Genshin Part 2. Right now we have the Teyvat chapter, we might get the like, whatever next chapter. But yeah, the Teyvat chapter will probably end in like, yeah, version 8 or 9. Because 7 is gonna be Sneznaya, and then 8 is gonna be Kanria, right? There might be some like 9 finale, or what they did in Honkai 3rd is, after version 1 ended, after they have finished the story, they had like version 1.5 for a while, a couple like just tying some loose ends, and then they had version 2, releasing with like a brand new storyline, new characters, new setting, time skip. Like it was still the same universe, but like in the future. Let's pick up a pyro character that we don't have any. So yeah, there is no limit to how many characters they can think up. So I'm explaining something similar with Genshin. The Honkai 3rd Part 2 was kind of a failure, actually. Like they tried to make it like a soft relaunch to attract new players, but what ended up happening is that a lot of people who played the game primarily for the story just were like, okay, yeah, the story is over, I'm quitting, I'm not interested in the new one. I just wanted to finish this one. And the new mechanics they introduced failed to attract new players. But at least they had a lot to learn. Like they could learn a lot from this that they can then apply to Genshin to make a more successful Genshin Part 2. Genshin is just much more popular and just like a better game. So don't have to worry about it failing that hard. They might, like, once we get Genshin Part 2, they might come up with like an entirely new mechanic that old characters didn't have. For example, in Honkai 3rd, once again, I mean, because that game already went through the like Part 2 thingy, right? That's why I keep bringing this up. They added like aerial combat. Characters can jump now in combat and do some aerial attacks, and that's something that characters before couldn't do. And they also have like some new types of attacks that interact with themselves and enemies in a way that the Part 1 characters can do. You can still use the old characters against new content, but it's kinda like using old characters against a Not Cry shield boss, for example, right? That kind of deal. And plus you have the new mechanics with the verticality. Old characters couldn't jump, the new ones can jump. So yeah, they might add something like brand new. Maybe a whole new set of elements, right? Instead of the 7 we have now, like 7 completely new elements that interact completely differently, and the enemies will have like new elemental weaknesses. Oh, refund, nice. Durin! Do we Durin? Or do we save the Durin for later? I definitely want to have the Durin against the other big boss. Against this guy, we want to have the Durin. We want to have like Durin Klee against him, ideally. Durin's not gonna be too useful here. I might pick up. Maybe let's go Auron for now. Oh, this is Monolith. These guys are usually semi-manageable. Do we Nuvil at this? Monolith stage? I feel like that's fine. We do have the Duckle after the Crab boss, because we want to use Nuvil against the Crab boss. After the Crab boss we have the Duck. I guess the Duck Nubilet is decent but not needed, because we have Inefa, we just need to pick up like Aino. Or any off-field Hydro. Inefa just carries. We're probably gonna go like this. Yeah, this should be fine.
祭りの開始や。花火に
自由になれ。行け。静粛に。高き私は下げす。
律令チョック。
あまり遠くに行くなよ。さあ
Give me my balls.
5秒。
来光意図美しきかな。律令。
Oh, that's good, that's good. Whoa, what just happened? Huh? I didn't even press jump, did I? Yeah, off with Hydro. And they have a bunch of DPSs already. So I don't need Razor now. Let's take the Vape Divergence. Actually, first let's pick up a Pyro character against these guys. Against the Hydro Mix would be decent. Ooh, Cleve Bennett or Durin. I'll pick up Durin now. I'll pick up Cleve. I want to have both of them against the next Arcana boss. Does the next Arcana boss come up after the second or third boss? It doesn't matter, I can always like wait for them a bit. Let's pick up Cleve first. And then Durin. Mystery Cash! Or do I first pick up the random companion? But this could reroll the cash if I pick up the companion. One random character with 0 vigor returns to the alternate cast. Oh no, this is worthless. Because that means that they go from here to here, right? So I can select them again later. This is not worth 20 flowers. I often wouldn't even do this for free. Especially because it's random. Yeah, that's like terrible. Guaranteed companion random isn't bad at this point. Yeah, I can always buy somebody now, which is also good. Refund, nice. I don't mind the Arlecchino. Maybe Sinnoh? Let's go Arlecchino.
何か手を焼くことでもあったと。
And we use her here. Arlecchino, and then we'll have... Actually, no, we don't need Hydro, because the enemies are Hydro already. Yeah. Just use up the... I mean, Auron is not a bad character, but Yae and Yoimiya are...
チョック。律令チョック。
行け。もう
権限。ふんはっはっやっふんさっふっさっふんはっはっ
気ぃつけるぜ。
Selena knows to do this.
周りを見張っててくれ。
律令呪言律令
Oh, I never did a charge attack
さっさっ
for extra
やっ
weapon shots.
ふんさっさっふんやっさっはっふん
Want
月
to
の
charge
よう
it.
に永遠な
キングやで。
じゃあな、こんなはず。行け。もう
呪
Auron's
言
damage kinda goes hard here actually.
チョックは
I know! Lovely. Just what we wanted for the duck later. Point random. Do I want anything against this guy? We definitely go Nuvi. That's why we have him here. We might want some more Hydro. There's the level 100 Furina. One is only good with another Hextech character. I'll just pick the Furina. Why not? Who am I gonna end up using against the final boss? Is the question now. Because I already used up one Arlecchino. I'm gonna use up all of Nuvilet and probably one Furina here.
楽しい旅になるといいね。
I also need to buy some more buffs, because like, I maxed out Overload, but the others are kinda in a dumpster. Including Vape, which would be good here. This should be good enough, anyways. Probably take the Yelan even though she's not great here. And do I just take Inefa? Feels like a bit of a waste. I will need one more Inefa use on the Duckle, and this would mean I cannot use Inefa at all anymore. My only other option is Aino. Mono Hydro. Having Electro would be kinda nice. I do have maxed out Overload. Yeah, I think I kinda cornered myself into having to use Inefa. Yeah, it's okay.
糸よ工作せよ
掃除対象。
騒ぐ
歌え僕の名のもとにじゃじゃーん。それほうほっふっそれはっはっ。
I could have probably used Klee here instead. It's not like I needed the Inefa. It's not like I needed Nubilet. Furina just soloed. We could keep the Furina for the final boss as well, that's an option. Especially because I finally learned how to play Furina. C6. after using her like 3 or 4 times, I finally know what C6 Furina actually does. Like how to trigger her infusions and stuff. Raiden for off-field Electro? Yeah, because I was lacking off-field Electro right now. I definitely need some more. And yeah, we do have the Arcana challenge. I just want Durin right now. Let's go Companion Invite. Should give me a decent chance of getting Durin. No Durin at all. We can get Fisher though. So at least I have a working crit team now.
校舎の名のもとに。
Electro. I might go refresh. Also picking up Varesa for this guy would be nice. What is this enemy? Huh? What? Who are you? Oh, it's like the Rhino. What does it do though? And you lose HP. I don't know what the Rhino does. Let's reroll for a Companion Pyro event. Come on, bro. Let's go with the random. Unlucky. We can pick up the fleece for later though.
仰せのままに
I don't have the Empress yet, so this would be a new card. Oh, it's so cute as well. Is this Anders' daughter? Writing a book? Yeah, cause like the Boar Princess jumps out the book, so those are the stories she's writing, and I'm pretty sure she wrote Boar Princess. I don't actually have adding any other Pyro except for Klee here. I might wait with this for a bit. I have to go with the Weasel now though. I cornered myself into having to fight the Weasel because the other enemy is not here. I could reroll once more. Okay, we can go against the Rhino. Okay, that's better. Characters who here have an advantage. She can heal sometimes. And what do I do now? Random Clay in the end? I want to save Furina for the final boss, possibly. I can't use Inefa because I want to use Prince Inefa against the Ducky, who's up next after this fight. We could use up one Aino, it's okay. They will just go all out together. Or maybe we go like Flints Inefa once and then Flints Aino another time and we don't play all 4. All 3 rather. That could also be a play. I could also just use Fischl here, that's not bad either. Yeah, let's use Fischl instead.
痛がったね。終わりね。夜の裁きの怒りを却下
We
す
split, we split. That's better
無
than
我の
for a
境
bit.
地
We should have waited for the Mark Mark.
そこと権限どの目が出るかしらかかれ
断罪の名に
見切りました
Faresa will be nice to have. Where are the Pyro Companions? Let's pick up the Electrocharged Evolution right now. Oh, and I guess against the Duck, let's pick up the Ultimate Thunder Cloud as well. And I will take the Rainstorm. Oh, rare Mystery Cash, but I'm too poor for this. Okay, now we have the Duckle. Knuckle Ducky. He should get like one shot by this team. Just put Klee in the final slot. Because we only have one boss left, right? Yeah, like we have two bosses left. Klee will be used against one and then not against the other. So it's fine to just use her here to waste her. She also provides Death Shred. Oh, it's actually useless in this team specifically because we already shred all the death. Like we ignore defense. Whatever. She provides some pyro for the buffs. For the overload buffs.
よいしょ防衛モード起動交渉は終わりですバシャバシャついたんだくらえ
お静かにほら暗闇は怖いですかスイッさ目を閉じて暗闇は怖いですか
水遊びの時間だよ
ほらお静かに暗闇は怖いですかはっ
And with the Aura Farm Burst,
夢
let's
なき
go!
眠りへようこそ
I actually wanna go after this one. No Durin Steel! Come on, bruh. We'll take extra pyro though. Extra pyro up. I could have picked Mona as well. But yeah, I want to talk with the characters here.
現時点での戦闘データを集計中。長期にわたる戦闘はエネルギーを大幅に消費します。予期せぬシャットダウンを避けるためにも適切なタイミングでエネルギーをチャージしてください。チーン！出来たてのお菓子です。どうぞ腰を下ろして味わってください。
Ding!
機械だって時々電源を切って休ませてあげないとダメなんだよじゃないとパーツが劣化して最悪の場合は過負荷で壊れちゃう人間は言うまでもないよねだから一休みしよう袖にクラムかけを隠して持ってきたんだ分けてあげるねそのイネファは呼んでないよね
Oh no, Inefa's watching!
栄養騎士のお兄ちゃんここママが読んでくれたお話がたくさんあるよあるお話の途中でねクレイは「そんな」ってがっかりしちゃったのそしたらママが紙とペンを出してクレイに書き直させてくれたんだ窓のそばとか草むらの中とか木の上とかクレイはいつも物語のシーンのどこかにドドコを入れてるんだよ
Oh, that's actually so cute! I don't think I've heard this line before. Even just like from a regular parenting standpoint. And not Ali's standpoint.
いい香りのお茶ですねここの主にぜひともお礼を伝えたいですおや困った顔をしてどうかしましたか あ、少々唐突な申し出でしたかね。上品な味わいのお茶、珍奇な品々が置かれた部屋、そこに眠っている秘密。実に面白い場所ですね。
I like Prince so much. My Polish king. Okay. Let's continue. Try another companion random. We are running out of characters that are not Durin to pick up. There are still quite a few. Which has been a while since I last saw Durin. And pick the Mona.
満天の星はこ
I'm
の
5
手の
away
ひら
from
の
the
中にあり
wave
ます。
divergence. No, I'll never pick the mages. Never pick mages. No matter how strong you think you are. I might try like one more stage. Because against the final boss I want to use Furina. And maybe like Furina Varesa. I do still have Flynn's Aino, but Flynn's Aino without Inefa is much weaker. I think we'll just use Flynn's Aino here. And like Raiden and Thoma. Something like this. I could use Mona as well. Thoma might do more harm than good with his Pyro up. Although, the Overload buffs would be good. And they should have enough Hydro up. Nah, let's pick the Mona instead. We should be good on this. What was that, man? It was like Flynn's solo. Not like any other character was doing much except for Aino activating his passive and providing Hydro up. Where is Durin, man? Durin, where are you hiding? A refund? Ah!
準備万端、出発しましょう。
Wave Divergence or pick up the Durin? Or try to pick up the Durin again and fail, rather. I feel like I'm fine with the buffs. Durin, please! No! This is such a tragedy. I just wanted to just hear his lines. Oh, what a tragedy. I should be fine here. Will I? Probably like this. Yeah, with Mona buffs should just be decent here. And we have some extra Pyro up. Some Overload.
炎の盾、俺が守るよ。
運命の特攻花火。へい。はっ。やあ。やい。へい。おお。ボンボン爆弾。はじけ。
それ、助立ち参上。
いや、姿を。運命には逆らいません。運命よ、水面に映る。よい。はあ。へい。へい。全部ドカーン。
Yeah, more than good enough to bring him on down. But it's just a shame I couldn't use Durin here. And he's not here even now! I thought he would show up to like at least troll me a bit. There is the Pyro. I think with the Pyro one I would guarantee Durin. Is here at the bottom? Yeah, Pyro 1 guarantees Durin, but at this point I don't need him. I'd rather take the Mystery Cash for now. YOLO? This will be hard to do. Because the event costs 70. Nice, always lucky. Okay, so I will pick up the Wave Divergence now. Let's do Pyro, because we're gonna be main DPSing Furina here. We can guarantee the Durin now. He will still be useful here. We don't have the witch buffs, but he doesn't need them all that
しっ
much.
かりついていくよ。
Something like this. Yeah. Think of all the elements.
Tsutsuki!
物語は始まったばかりだよ。
世界を熱狂のうずくはっよっふっはっそら
みんなは俺が守れ。またかわせなかった。
くらえ
What the
渾
hell
身
was
の
that?
一撃ジャスティスいくよはー頭突き
気をつけて。腐食、神聖、くらえ。
Where'd he go?
よし、みんながそばに。
光り輝くがいい僕をたたえよ
Finish with style. With a Furina charge attack. As always, I spend more time in theater thinking than playing. It was quite an easy theater for me actually. I mean, I have a lot of good Electro and Pyro characters. Maybe that's why, or maybe it was just like easier in general. The last one was kinda tight actually for a theater. This one was like kinda super free. I couldn't really get the perfect. I mean, I always had like decent characters for every fight, but like it was just the Durin that didn't want to come, but I still demolished the boss anyways. Flames with almost with 600,000. Not bad. Alkino was just used in an AoE stage. And most damage taken as well. I'm surprised it's not like Mavuika or Dihya. Maybe the corrosion didn't count as damage taken. It must have been the case because Dihya took so much damage. My entire team died. Actually, did use my supporting cast this time. I love the little boar princess here so much, even though the story is kinda messed up. I wonder what the next IT upgrade is gonna be, because they keep adding more stages to IT like every half a year. And yeah, we take the new one, we take the Empress. Before the ink dries, the kingdom lies yet unbirthed. Once the final stroke falls, the world is completed. When all is done, no matter how wise, no matter how earnest, when tears run dry, nothing shall change her. The path between spirit and love, nutritioning illusions and metaphor. The Empress of portents and quicksilver. From the soil where the seed of imagination slumber, where the tales of countless lives take root, the boar is crowned a princess. Fantasy is hailed as truth. Wolves, squirrels, turtles, and pygmies, home of the exiled and defiant, a verdant and ever-growing tapestry, a fable of mortals and those beyond humanity, all our stories offered to your life. I've been getting like one card that I already have recently. Durin, my boy!
僕としては窓際の場所を選んで休むことをお勧めするよ。例えばあの窓際の隅っこはすごく安心感がある。でもこういうところは空気の流れが悪いんだ。
気になるなら翼で風を起こしてあげるよ。
I was hoping for some witch lore or something, not him offering to fun me with his wings. Oh yeah, we can pick up some of the rewards, but not all of the rewards. Right? We don't pick up the stellar rewards, because this contains... Don't click it, I'm gonna... This contains the resin that we want to use for Stygian, and we only want to use it next patch. You can claim those though. I have like tried this before, so you can claim just those and not the other ones. I will have a very annoying unclaimed rewards notification now, but it is what it is. Oops. Oh, there's one thing I want to check, because in this event, I don't remember Amber talking about any Greta. Did I just like, did it slip my mind? Was I not focused, or did I not talk to Amber? I want to talk to Amber again if I can. Oh yeah, there are like new conversations at the end here. Like, Minnie wasn't here either. Yeah, that's like content.
ニペカに渡す絵ならもう書き終わってラッピングもしてあるよ。私の部屋のテーブルに置いてある。うちに戻って取ってくるからちょっと待ってて、白根お姉ちゃん。
それだと面倒っしょ。うちが一緒に行ってあげる。
そうよかった。ならお菓子でもごちそうするね。
サンキュー。そんじゃあ行こっか。
Simple but sweet. Also, what was the point of all the things? Because like we could do a bunch of mini quests to bring all those things around, like the books from Yae. This was from like Yoimiya, I think. This from Mika. The snowman from Klee with the little Dodoko. But what's the point of all that? Okay, is Amber like anywhere? She should have been like here, no? Maybe it must have been earlier and I just like wasn't listening when she mentioned Greta. Oh, this is where we played this minigame. Oh no, it could be here. Oh no, Amber is here. Hey there, Honorary Knight, this cross-country race turned out pretty successful, right? Besides Jade pitching, there are a few other fun events too. You may run into pretty familiar faces. Everything's pretty busy lately. Have I read those before? Huh? Busy me? I wouldn't say that. Unless my schedule is packed with patrols and battles, it doesn't really count as busy. I think I remember this. I think I've read this already. Oh, but this is the line. I might have just not paid attention. Plus, the Knights of Avonis have also been reorganizing. Master Jean's planning to assign me a few helpers so my schedule won't be as packed as before. One of them is a really talented trainee named Gretel. Not Greta, Gretel. She'll be learning Outrider skills from me and hopefully start handling some of the easier tasks soon. Oh yeah, I remember these options. I just forgot that she mentioned a person here. I do remember now her talking about apprentices. Say Gretel. This could be the small girl from the artwork. From the teaser. Wait, have I talked with Klee here? There was a snowman, but is it the same dialogue? It's called a comic? I want to draw comics. I don't think I... Aunt Octavia? Huh. I wonder if Klee knowing Octavia gives us any clues about her age? Because we don't really know how old is Klee. She's definitely like, she's a child, but is she like a regular child or an elf child? And is she actually older? And Octavia has been missing for quite a while, but when did she go missing? Hard to tell. I don't think we know that. He's gonna be a great comic artist. I can get that effect with crayons. It seems like I need some special tools. I think I have to learn some drawing techniques from Albedo. I've also been working overtime, and he gets really tired, so I shouldn't make him even more tired. Aww. Yumiya came to visit too! Yeah, I haven't read this. It's been so long since I last saw her, back when we went to Inazuma for that reading festival. Even the Irodori festival, when Yumiya was passing by, I spotted her from super far away. And I showed her around Mondstadt, walking all over town and trying lots of yummy foods you can only get here. I was going to take her fish blasting, but Master Jean said there are lots of foreign visitors in the city lately, and we can't scare them or it might give Mondstadt a bad reputation. Okay, a great job being a good host. There will be more chances to go fish blasting later. I can be patient. I want to see Yumiya's fireworks exploding over Cider Lake in the shape of a goldfish. Okay, what was the other line? Anything else fun to share? Oh no, this is the thing I just clicked. I need to pick the first option now. Hooray, let's keep playing hide and seek. The first time I saw this game, people were playing it on the table. But I thought, what if we tried really acting like the characters in the game? So I told Albedo that idea. And Albedo just happened to make these super magical things. What are they called again? Oh yeah, alchemy gadgets. They are just like whopper flowers. We put the gadgets all around the hide and seek area, and they can look like all sorts of little boxes. Then we can play using the same rules as a tabletop game. Huh. Clay and Albedo are so clever. I came to Dragon's Mine to see Albedo all the time, and I'm not afraid of the cold, but Mr. Honorary Knight, you have to be careful, okay? Don't catch a cold. What is this? Oh, temper yourself and journey far. Okay, yeah. I don't usually stream Genshin on Fridays, so I'm not used to getting this pop-up while streaming. And what was the other thing in the book? Oh, and Wizard Echo's keys. Okay. Let's go artifact collecting. Haven't done this yet. No, wrong thing. Would have been faster to go to Natlan through the map, but we got there eventually. Which I can be slacking on the artifacts. We are getting new sets next patch. So I will need lots of EXP as well. I will also get lots of EXP by just dismantling the garbage we get. But still not enough. Especially because I will want to outfit multiple characters with this. Definitely Klee and Durin. And possibly Razor, Venti, and maybe even Mona. If I want to play like on-field Mona, Durin Driver. And, like, might as well play that on her, because what else would I play? They should make some like set for on-fielders to buff off-fielders. Like specifically a set that can only be activated on-field, and it's a buffing set. Gives like a bigger buff. Maybe instead of giving like 20% attack, gives 40% attack. So kinda like Scroll gives 40% damage bonus, but instead of having a condition that you have to be from Natlan, it would have a condition where you have to be on-field. And the good thing about this is that, because like, because supportive on-field drivers have been a thing since the dawn of time, like Sucrose, but it wouldn't buff Sucrose because Sucrose plays Vivi anyways. And it could give some other characters more time to shine. You could maybe use Barbara as a driver. Or Mona. Or Lisa. These characters that primarily provide buffs, but also don't mind being on field. To provide even more. Or get more energy to cast their expensive bursts. It's gonna be fun. Okay, now the city. The music here is so good. Oops. I didn't miss anything, no. It's so good that the Easy Breeze for the resort is permanent. Also, the new Lantern Night quest is gonna be permanent as well. Essentially, the new Lantern Night quest is like a Zibai story quest. And that's why they're keeping this permanently. Now just bring back some of the older ones, boys. You were so close with like the Durin's release. How can you gatekeep Simulanka when Durin exists as a playable character? And Nava review, okay. Getting ready for Columbina. Should be a decent buff to Navia teams. Just get a new feather for her. Oh yeah, that's quite a banger. Oh my god, the high rolls. Yeah, that's very sweet. But yeah, got the level 90, got the triple crown, verdict her sig. Nighttime Whispers in the Echoing Woods is the best set for her. And yeah, almost all the pieces are like perfect. 5 rolls into attack and crit, 5 rolls into attack and crit. Here you have 3 rolls into crit, but then 1 ER is not bad, and it's like onset Suns, that's good still. 5 rolls into crit again, and then 2 attack, 1 crit, 1 ER. Damn. Absolutely amazing build, giga stacked. 90 crit to 200 crit damage. A bit of ER is good, because her burst is pretty important to cast. I'm not exactly sure about her exact ER requirements though, but this should be like around what you want probably, I would imagine. Yeah. You play her with C1 Chiori. Yeah, that'll be a bit more energy as well. One sad thing, because like yeah, C1 Chiori is definitely a good Navia partner. And Chiori Navia Columbina will be a nice team next patch. But one sad thing is that it makes Chiori C1 worthless. Because the Lunar Crystallize reaction itself is a Geo construct. So you don't need C1. All you get from this is AoE. Which is... It's kinda worthless. But the team gets better, and the team still works well and gets better, it's just the C1 is suddenly useless. But yeah, very stacked Navia. Definitely ready to conquer the world when Columbina comes out. Because Navia will get updated next patch. We'll get like a small update to her passive, where she will also be able to interact with Lunar Crystallize. Like Lunar Crystallize's firing will give her stacks. It will kinda change like her optimal gameplay loop. But it should work pretty well. I feel like Navi is one of the characters outside of the Lunar characters. I feel like Navi is the character who benefits the most from Columbina coming out. Okay, and one of the teams where it really matters that Columbina can proc the lunar reactions by herself. Now we are done with Natalan, let's go to Fontaine. So I was saying that C1 would be useless. Because like what C1 allows you to do is it changes her requirement from requiring a Geo construct on field to just requiring a second Geo character in your party, right? For the second doll. Because normally you get one, but if you have a Geo construct you get second one, but if you have C1, all you need is a Geo character in your party other than Chiori and you get a second one. With Lunar Crystallize though, Lunar Crystallize itself creates Geo constructs. Right? So, if you have Columbina in your team, Columbina already provides the Geo constructs for you by enabling Lunar Crystallize. So even though you don't have any characters with Geo constructs in their kit explicitly, having Columbina creates geoconstructs, which means that C1 is, yeah, goes from being one of the best cons in the game, or like one of like better cons in the game, to being completely worthless, to being like a Venti C1 level, pre-buff Venti C1. Post-buff Venti C1 is actually good. But yeah, I mean, you got some use out of it until now, and Chiori is still gonna be good. Now I go Natlan. But yeah, I'm also a fellow Chiori C1 owner. I even ended up pulling for C2. At least C2 does something. Even when we have geoconstructs. I'm happy that Albedo got buffed, but I'm kinda sad that Albedo power crept my Albedo power creep. Like my C1 Albedo, because I got it from the selector, is probably better than my C2 Chiori. As long as I can proc the resonance. And like Albedo Mona might be one of the better duos to play with Navia Columbina actually. I'm not exactly sure how this will turn out. But Albedo is pretty powerful now, and so is Mona. Also, Columbina doesn't have like, or Navia doesn't have that high like field time requirements. She doesn't mind Mona staying on field to normal attack a couple times to extend her buffs. The one issue with Albedo is that he doesn't apply that much Geo. His Geo application is kinda slow, because it's like standard ICD. And the way his hits line up with the ICD just makes it so that he doesn't apply as much as you would think he does. And with Lunar Crystallize, your application speed actually matters. Because the faster you apply Geo, the more damage you deal. Every 3 Geo applications, all the 3 turrets will fire. So essentially, every Geo application leads to 1 turret firing. About to be terrible. I mean, ideally, what you want to play on Columbina is the new set that comes on next patch. Especially if you only play Columbina and no second not Cry character. Because the Silk and Moon set only really works well when you have 2 not Cry characters in your team. But then you cannot do... Like, you would have to play like Aino or Yahoda. Or something, or Inefa. Inefa would be good, I guess. But outside of Inefa, nobody else would really fit in that team. So you're probably gonna be just playing the new set, and you just skip. You don't really care that much about the EM from Silken anyways. So yeah, you're just gonna play the Oboid of Morningstar something. So her best set has yet to be released. I need to wait for her to fall down to the ground and then I can burst her down. If I do my burst immediately, she's still in the air. I really wish I could pick up Versa C2 because I already have Versa C1. C1 is kinda mid. Not the best constellation, but C2 is amazing. And I am just 1 away from C2. And she's on banner right now. Which I need to save for the future characters. There is the Columbina Zibai, and I would rather not have to swipe even more than I already have in the next patch. Wait. Wait, is this one good or not? I forgot. No, this one is bad. Right, and then this one is good. Yeah. Oh, so it's better to skip one spot than pick up too many. Actually, it's kinda like it's the same thing at the end of the day. So what was I saying? Yeah, I gotta get Columbina and Zibai, probably C0 R1 for both. But Nicole is a character I would definitely be interested in pulling more cons for. And then there are some of the unknowns as well on the silhouette thingy. The girl with the robot looks pretty fun. Probably gonna be some support off field there, because she has a robot, a flying little thingy, kinda like. Oops. What have you done, Vanessa? Kinda like Cloud Retainer. Summons a little robot that helps the team. Data leaks here, yes. No story leaks though, story leaks are off limits, but like character kits, stuff like that, that's fine. Okay, now all the way here. Wait, did I go to the right place? Yes, okay, this is fine. I think I'm skipping a spot that I should be picking up. Whatever. I wouldn't, the like, characters getting buffed leaks, I wouldn't put too much faith in them. And even if there is some truth in them, I definitely wouldn't be expecting buffs, any new buffs anytime soon. We just got our first set of buffs. It's gonna take like at least half a year, I would say. Like realistically, I would say like a year for more buffs. The fastest I could see them doing this, half a year from now. Oops. And yeah, I see the like leaks about character buffs more as like reasonable guesses than actual leaks. Those happen quite often actually. Now, Hutao getting buffed, definitely pretty likely. She's a very popular character. But yeah, I wouldn't like put hopes in this happening anytime soon. And also, if we were to get Liyue buffs, it would probably come with a similar system to the Mondstadt buffs, where there's like some Liyue resonance, and there would also be a new, actually good set for it, for the buffed characters. So your new Suns will definitely even be like the thing to play, because Hutao's current set options are all kinda terrible. Shimenawa is not a good set, and Crimson Witch you can only get one stack on. So yeah, Hutao is definitely a character that could benefit from a new set coming out for her. Oh, I couldn't. Sometimes I can pivot in the air, and sometimes it just doesn't work properly. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure what I have to do with Varesa to turn in the air as I'm running. But yeah, like, if they already had Liyue buffs ready and waiting, they would just do them on the Lantern Ride, but once again, this will be like way too soon. But yeah, if they're not on the Lantern Ride, we would have to wait for some other Liyue content. Doing just dump random buffs. Especially because as we've seen with the Witch buffs, with the Mondstadt buffs, they're actually like buffs in lore as well. These characters didn't just get stronger because they are weak in Abyss or in Stygian. They got stronger because the witches made a promise with Varka that if Mondstadt were to like come under some threat, they would help. And they decided to help by buffing up the citizens of Mondstadt so they could deal with the threats themselves, instead of having to intervene. They're just like, okay, we'll just like give you some like magical power, and now you can protect yourself. Good luck. So there is lore to the buffs, right? The characters did actually get stronger in lore as well. So we need some lore reason for Liyue buffs as well, right? But how would that make sense with Zhongli getting buffed? Because like Zhongli is definitely the character from Liyue that needs the buff the most. But the thing with him is that like he wanted to be retired and leave Liyue in the hands of other Adepti, right? He wanted the mortals and the adepti to cooperate together so that he wouldn't be needed anymore. So what would have to happen for him to be like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna like become a bit stronger now? Would be kind of tough to come up with a reason. Because like Venti has a similar lore to Zhongli, where he's like an Archon in disguise, who is kind of lazy and doesn't want. I mean, not necessarily lazy, but doesn't want to. Is pretty hands off with his Archon duties. Let's say that. But he's still open to helping Mondstadt in the time of need. Now, Zhongli would also help Liyue in the time of need, but Zhongli really wants Liyue to fend for itself. Venti, I feel like doesn't care as much. So Venti going like, okay, I need to be a bit stronger. Because Venti's buff was actually like by himself. Venti's buff was not from the witches. He just went to the island and he buffed himself up, and he even told Barbeloth to stop spying on him. When he went to the island. It still counted as witch homework for some reason though. Hello, Fat. So I guess like there can be a bit of like, it can be a bit scuffed, like with the lore justification, because like there is justification for the witch's homework stuff, and there is justification for Venti getting buffed by Venti's buff being witch's homework is kinda not like the best connection. I guess it's good enough for Alice to allow him to benefit from the set. Maybe because Nicole is a silly, and then sillies. Yeah, no, I don't know. Okay, heroic clash story on brawl. Let's go. Oh, this guy has the Chasm Girl avatar. What was her name? Zichue or something? I think your second spear in charge will be crucial to your victory. You need to focus on the matadors especially. And you need to stay in the zone. I read the tutorial like a week ago. I don't remember everything. But there are the zones you need to stay in. And we need to smash the crystals. Oh my god, this guy is griefing me. And somebody disconnected? Okay, I smashed him and he didn't smash me, which is good. To chase the other matador, because this one I'm not gonna get. When I fell behind. Here we go. We can run properly now. And I'm behind again! Man, this is way tighter than the previous ones. Oh my god, this is so scuffed. No, he's grabbing my stuff! Okay, this time. Wait, why did I lose coins? What just happened to me? Hello? It's close though, I can still come ahead. No. It's rough. I'm solidly in second place though now. No! And this gets coins. Ah, almost. Superstar changes 3 or more times. First time I lost. Terrible. Still got a clean 1500 points, so that's okay. What was the final one? Oh, the Petlitz, alright. I think I haven't done that one. Haven't done that one yet. We need to get 1500 or I'm gonna have to do another run. Yeah, the Petlitz. Okay. What was this? Lose points. So we need to be careful about these crystals. We need to get the treasure and watch out for the volatile. And when they erupt, they create triacons and fireballs. And we need to dodge fireballs, yeah, okay. Oh no, this guy's getting out of coins. I lost coins. Yeah, hitting this gives me a lot of money, which is nice. Coin magnets have refreshed? Where are coin magnets? Oh, here. Events are about to erupt. Coins are coming out. This is one is pretty fun. I kinda like it. Oh, bigger over the fireballs? Oh, that's big. Oh no! Let me out! Oh, he doesn't know how to smart the crystals. Got the magnet. All the coins are mine. Events are erupting. Okay, I'm solidly in the lead. Okay, can we get like something more exciting now? The vents have been erupting for a while now. I guess towards the end we just have the vents. Oh, these are coins. Let's go. Hello, Foxy Tails. Destroy the others. Let's go. Nice. 800 points for placing first. So yeah, 4 runs, 4 wins. Actually no, I was second in one of them, but still got 1500 points. That's what matters. Getting 1500 points is a win. Getting fewer than 1500 will be a loss. You don't get bonus rewards for going random, right? Actually, on the bars you have to make a choice. Yeah, next match is gonna be pretty stacked. Getting Situ Shion or Inefa. Situ Shionen is kinda overhyped, to be honest. It's not really all that great. Especially if you are at C0. Because the worst thing about C2 is that you first have to get through the useless C1 to get to it. And even then C2 is not that great. It's definitely not worth 2 pulls. It's definitely not worth 2 5 stars. You do already have the useless C1, okay. It would be a bit of a shame to miss out on C2 then. I got it early, that's cool. But still, even then, the C2 is not that huge. Getting an F would probably be better for you in terms of just like meta only. Also, having more characters is usually more fun. Also, if you don't have many characters, having more for theater can always be better. So like in general, when we are thinking constellation versus character, right? Having more for theater is better. Maybe you can unlock a higher theater difficulty. And even when it comes to just strength in stuff like Stygian, Inefa is just so good right now. Inefa is all you need versus all of these lunar charged shield bosses. Like the duck or the cactus or the Fatui shield guy. Or even all the other not cray shield bosses like Hera or the abyssal horsey that is releasing next patch. Furina, Inefa, Mikayula. Yeah, I mean... Inefa would have to do some heavy lifting. Because she's the only real damage source in this team. And nobody's helping her deal damage. Because Furina's buff don't apply to Inefa. And neither do Mika's. Eula doesn't do anything either. If you enjoy Eula, sure. Would be if you are gonna get Columbina, if you put Columbina Inefa here, those two would be good enough to carry even Eula. But with the Furina and the Mika, it's a bit rough. You're a Eula main. You're better off playing some Eula plant stuff or whatever. But if you do want to the like classic Eula normal attack burst playstyle. Oh, I don't like this. I always have reject selected, but whenever a co-op event comes out, this always changes your world permissions for some reason. Even if they have it coded in such a way that you have to use, that they have to change your permission for others to join, at least change it back afterwards. But yeah, for the Eula, I mean, yeah, probably it's better just go Columbina Inefa, and then the other two don't really matter much. And you can Eula to your heart's content. Oh yeah, we also have the web event that I haven't done yet. Haven't done this yet, even though it came out a couple days ago. What is this? Collect shards. Share for the first time to obtain shard. Okay, what are the other shards? Oh. We just kinda got them all by existing, okay. First encounter, could you tell me your name? Crossing paths, give me your hand. Back to earth, my thanks. Columbina? Come on, Columbina, it's time to celebrate the best moon prayer night ever. Welcome home, moon goddess. Okay, there's also some wallpaper thingy. Download wallpaper. Okay. Cute. I'm gonna forget about it. It's gonna sit in my download folder forever. Or until I change my PC. Or something. Or wipe my drive. Okay, but yeah, we got the thingies. What else do we have here? Oh my god, what happened here? Daily check-in, daily check-in, daily check-in. Codes redeemed from today's livestream. Daily check-in, web event. Zhongli birthday. Another year is coming to a close. Lanterns light up every street in the city and visitors bustle along. Amid all this, the sharp winter chill seems to have lost some of its bite. A few days ago, I heard a storyteller recite a passage that went, the officials toil through the nights without rest, while the merchants shiver awaiting the market quest. Yet I rise long after the sun is high, for nothing beats leisure beneath the sky. Though spoken in jest, there is a certain truth to these words if you pause to consider them, for we are not made of stone, and endless toil can easily do more harm than good. At the close of the year, it is only fitting to pause and review our journey, both to savor moments of past leisure and to bring order to the mind, thereby attaining a measure of serenity. Another line goes, leisure stolen from busy times is the truest leisure of all, and I couldn't agree more. By now, I'm sure you see where I am coming from. In such felicitous moments, what better course than to come partake in tea and sharing the quiet pleasures of the season? This is the web event advertisement. And these are the code preview. Oh my goodness. This would make for a good clickbait title to a YouTube video. Get 1,000,000 Primo Gems for free. Let's go. Like good, like, not title but thumbnail. Okay, almost all exclamation marks have been taken care of. What else do we have left? Oh yeah, the rewards from the theater. Oh, but we just have to click on it and it's gone. Three more weeks until we can get something from here. Oh yeah, there is something else we can do, which is buy pools from the shop for Stardust Exchange. The monthly 10 pool. We can also buy some of this and this. But I was thinking, even if I had a 10 pool on standard, I don't think I want to pull now or anytime soon actually. Because the thing is, it has to do with the constellation picker thingy. Last time I got a weapon, right? I'm pretty likely to get a character right now. I have 20 PT, which is pretty low, but you know, I could get a character. However, I actively do not want to get any standard character that I already have at C5, which is Chichi or Tinari, because of how this event works. So normally when you get a character, when there's like a character picker, for example the standard character picker for anniversary, if you get a character you already own, it counts as getting a dupe, because like on a banner there is like a dupe protection thingy, where if you get a character you already own, you get a pool. If you get a 5-star you already own, you get a pool to like kind of make up for that, right? Because you're getting a constellation on the new character. And then if you already have C6 of that character and you get C7, you get 5 pools instead. So if I get a Mona, I get the Stella Fortuna and 5 pools. The Masterless Stella Fortuna. But the thing about this selector event is that you don't get the character, you only get the Stella Fortuna for them. So what this means is that if the character is already C6, you only get the Stella Fortuna and nothing else. So you miss out on 5 pulls because of that, right? Like, compared to if you got the character on a banner, right? If I got Mona on a banner, I will get 5 pulls and the Stella Fortuna. If I pick Mona here, I just get the Stella Fortuna, that's it. If you pick a character who's below C6, you miss out on 1 pull. Because if a character is below C6, you get 1 pull and the Stella Fortuna. And here I just get the Stella Fortuna, so I miss out on 1 pull. So if I pick Tinari now and get C7 Tinari later on a banner, I get 5 pulls. If I first get Tinari on a banner, and then I pick him from here, I miss out on the 5. So instead of missing on 1, I miss out on 5, so I miss out on 4 extra pulls. So for every character who's already at C6 that you pick in this event, you are missing out on 4 pulls, compared to if you like could have picked them beforehand. So, I do not want to get standard 5 stars, because of the risk of getting Tinari or Chichi. Or 2 deluxe in a row would also be kinda bad. Diha and Mizuki are only C1 each, and Mizuki is not even in the selector right now, so they don't really matter. But yeah. I will withhold all standard pulls until I can pick the Tinari and Chichi from the selector. And possibly by that time I will need to wait for Diluc as well. So I'll be collecting standard pulls for like the better part of the year actually. Because this takes what? 12 weeks to reset, right? So that's 3 months. This is coming soon. We're already more than... Actually, we're kind of like halfway through this. A bit less than halfway. So let's say it's gonna be like 8 months. 8-9 months. Without pulling on standard. Yeah. I can still get these characters from the limited banners. That can happen, but like I won't try to min-max that much. I would min more than max that way by like trying to not pull characters. If I happen to get all of them C6 already through an unlucky streak on a limited banner, then I will just like continue pulling on standard. But as long as I have any standard character at C5, I do not want to pull on the standard banner. Okay, oh, I haven't been in my teapot. My teapot is crying. It's the currency is maxed actually, oh my god. And I've been kinda low on currency lately, so capping on currency is actually terrible. Also, how about my transformer? Transformer is fine. It's not crying yet. My Caesar crying though. Or lack thereof. Yeah, it's not the Caesar that are crying, it's the planters. I only have enough for one more plant. I need to go farm some water flowers. I do have silk flowers though, I did pick them last stream. Because they are the best thing to plant here. Although the luminous bells are also good. You can DPS beat them without Lauma? Yeah, pretty much. That is the case. Most of the damage that Columbina main DPS deals comes from Lauma Quills. Even Columbina Nefer is kinda scuffed. If you have like, if you have Nefer but not Lauma and you play Columbina Nefer, that team is gonna be one of the weaker 2 5-star teams. Oh, I have to click here. Oh, I ran out of blue dye! They don't really have like great mats to make blue dye. I have to use up my mint. Yo, I'm actually gonna run out of mint because of puzzle pals. I'm gonna go like to 200 and craft something else. What a horrid skip. Is Neferlama the same as Neferbina? No, Neferlama is better, I'm pretty sure. Lama is just a pretty broken character. And Nefer is just... Nefer is fine. I'm pretty sure the loss from Nefer is gonna be bigger than the loss from Lauma. Or like the loss of not having Clama is gonna be bigger than the loss of not having Columbina. Because you lose like a third of your damage on Nefer if you don't have Lauma. I think Columbina can provide that much by herself. Especially because the main thing that Columbina does for Nefer is it allows you to hold you on your Lauma. Because Columbina provides you more Verdant Dews. And the Verdant Dews allow you to hold E on Lauma, which gives her more quills. Which then can be consumed by Columbina, because Nefer herself wouldn't be able to consume all the extra quills, but Columbina can. So that's the main benefit of having Columbina. You buff your Lauma more than you buff your Lauma, not your Nefer, with the Columbina. So the buff from Columbina is kinda just like some damage bonus if you don't have Lauma. And Columbia's personal damage, like Columbina is still gonna be good.
Yeah.
Like, you can do Columbina wheelchair teams. If you have Columbina Lauma or Columbina Inefa, those two characters are good enough to clear all the content except for like maybe Stitch and Dyer. But I wouldn't be surprised if we saw some two character clears. Like it's kinda broken. Maybe not that broken. We'll have to see. Oh, yeah, the Nefer cons also give you extra deals, yeah. Oh, and you don't want to like animation cancel on Nefer when you have C6. Because you get like the extra damage at the end of the animation. So you also consume the dews slower and you also generate more of them. And Columbina will still be a huge upgrade either way. Because the thing is that Nefer herself doesn't do enough Lunar Blooms to consume all the Lauma stacks, right? So by having Columbina in the team, you can consume all the other Lauma stacks. Her like, what are they called actually? Moonsong, no. Is that it? No, it's Pale Hymn. Yeah, Pale Hymn. So you get more Pale Hymn if you can hold the on Lama, and then like Columbina can consume them. So that's the like real deal. Most of the team's damage comes from the Pale Hymn stacks. Would the cons even help you all that much? Yeah, when at C6 Lauma, she herself actually has more Lunar Bloom damage. So she can consume her own. Or actually no, it doesn't consume Pale Hymn. But does it benefit from Pale Hymn? It says it doesn't consume any Pale Hymn stacks, but does it benefit from it? I do get 25% elevation, that is quite high, yeah. But remember that when you already have one C6 character in the team, one modern C6 character in the team, you don't really need cons on anybody else to clear like even probably like 60-second Dyer. You just have the premium team and all the cons on Nefer. So the cons are like, when it comes to actually clearing content, the cons are gonna be very low value for you, right? Just get yourself one Lama, one Columbina, and you are chilling. You don't need the elevation. You don't need the other buffs that like Lama provides or like that Columbina provides with cons either. Consider making an investment account instead. Columbina is already locked for C6 or 5, okay then. This account is for sale, let's report this guy. Oops, ceiling. I mean, just never buy accounts. Even if it was genuine. Even if the guy actually just wanted to sell his account for reals, don't buy accounts. It will end badly. They can always just get it back, because it's still tied to their email. And even if you like got the access to the email as well and changed the password and everything, they could still probably somehow, like if they ever made any payments, for example, they could probably get Hoyo to give them back their account. And you hold no power there because it's not your account. They can sell it to you and then get it back. Even if they didn't plan on scamming you at first, they could just change their mind, right? And in general, account sharing like this is against the OS. Hoyo doesn't really do anything about stuff about like minor account sharing, like abyss clears on somebody else's account or pulling on somebody else's account or whatever. But it's still better to avoid that if you don't have to. Okay. Thank you everybody very much for watching, but this will be the end of the stream for today. I do stream every single day at 8 PM CET, which is 3 hours before now. Let's rate somebody here. Oh, this guy actually has a camera? No way. You can join the Discord server to get Steam notifications and the like. And yeah, we'll see you tomorrow for some Zenless. We'll finish the story. We should be getting to the part where action actually happens after like 6 hours of yap on the last stream with 0 action. The best we got was Ye Xingwang gardening. Like she used her sword to cut down some flowers and then she like died inside. That was the most action we got last time. But now, surely this is the selling point of the patch, right? And there are like events and stuff. The co-op event is gonna go live tomorrow, so we'll be able to see what that's gonna be about. Wonder if that's gonna be any playable. We'll see. Will be interesting. And yeah. Thank you for watching and I will see you tomorrow. Bye bye.